Messing with you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just messing with you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not how we do it.
No.
Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Rich Guzman.
Hi guys, I'm Anastasia Hall, better known as Coach Ace.
And welcome to our live, Freedom by Design Live. My name is Rich Guzman, and you are Ace, and we are Ace and Rich, and so on and so on.
And what do we do together?
We rock the world.
We totally do.
Yes, we do.
Did you guys catch our live earlier? We were
Yes.
driving in the car.
No, what we do is we help like entrepreneurs, network marketers. Literally, we help them just understand how to generate leads, create sales in their business without resistance. Now, here's the thing, guys, okay? I fumbled that on purpose in the beginning to prove something to you, okay? It wasn't by, like, that was a setup for you guys to hear. And the reason why I did that is because, and even like when we went on live, we messed up on purpose again. Mm-hmm. Because we wanted you to realize that it's not, you don't ever have to try to be perfect. You can always try to reach for excellence, all right? And it's good for you to do that, but you're never going to get to that, you know, like, that point, like it's going to be always the best. You'll never get to the tippy top because you're always striving for a new step. Okay? So if you've been like really worried about lives and live video and all that kind of stuff, don't fret it. You could screw up just like we did, right? It's no big deal. I can't tell you how many times we screwed up. Like, you know, this was kind of funny because it was on purpose, but other times, I mean, we've really goofed up. But we still generated leads and we still generated sales. And I think it's because people like to see, you know, not perfection. They like to see realism. They like the things to be real right in front of their eyes. So I'm glad you guys got to witness that and, you know, had a little fun with you this, you know, right in the beginning. And but let's find out who's on the line with us. Let's see here.
Yes, and definitely give us some likes and some hearts and some shares.
Yeah.
Because this is our regular.
Can you say that with Facebook?
This is our regular 7 p.m. live stream that we do all the time, and we're bringing you lots of value, and that's what we're all about, is giving you value. And, you know, sharing some great stuff with you guys. And, you know, our topic today is going to be the world does not care what you think.
No, it doesn't. The world does not care about what you think. And it's what Brian Tracy was talking about. He said, I say the world, he said nature. You know what I mean? Nature doesn't care, you know,
it's the world.
What's going on with you. But it's nature is the
world.
world.
Yep. So
I just
let's
said
say hello to Tina Brewer, Spencer Bell, good to see you. We have people chiming in right now. Tracy Lee, David William Toomey, all right, good to see you as well. Sajida Mint, hey Sajida, good to see you.
Yes.
Awesome.
David William Toomey,
and
the list goes on and on.
Good.
Cool. All right.
And our Freedom Warriors here on YouTube. What's going on,
Freedom Warriors
guys?
everywhere, man.
They're everywhere. They're here on YouTube. They're on Facebook, and pretty soon they'll be on Instagram.
Oh, yeah. Wow, we're just totally dominating, aren't we?
Yeah. I know.
Cool. So, anyways, guys, welcome. Today is what? Personal Development Day, and we like to do this on Monday because it's a great way to start the week and get our mindset in the right place before we start the week, right? So I'm really excited about today because it is about Brian Tracy and, you know, some things that we need to talk about. And, you know, we get messages all the time, and we get, like, even our team members, they struggle with certain things in their mind, and it's totally normal.
Yeah.
And sometimes we got to give them a little tough love, you know what I mean? But it's nothing but it's from the heart, okay? Because we know, you know, how you have to be and think to really, like, push past those walls. And if we just say, okay, well, you're right, you know, then pack your bags, is over. That's not how we roll.
Not only that, but, you know, here's the thing, like, and I wanted to say this earlier. You know, I heard what you said also in the live chat. We have a 24/7 live chat that we do with our groups, with our paid members in our private group. And one of the things that I wanted to add to it was, you know, if we didn't care, if we didn't put our necks on the line, if we didn't do things or go above and beyond, you know, the call of service, you know, then you're not going to get the kind of customer service that you normally get, like we do with us, with someone else. And you're not going to get that kind of customer support, that customer service, you know, however you want to call it, buyer follow-up, whatever we do it with the right intention. We do it with the right way of following up. And the thing is, you know, unless you want to go back to the individual or course or program or system that pretty much didn't care about you, and you know what, they really only care about the bottom dollar, and that's about it, then go back to them. You know what, they'll let you be all hunky-dory and you can bourgeois right through your business, and you'll never get any results, you'll never get any sales, you'll never get anywhere further other than realize that all roads will lead you back to Ace and Rich, because we're the ones that are teaching you how things work in this industry. And granted or not, like it or not, it's just how it is.
No, it truly is. And we've seen, I mean, I've been around since 2008, guys, and over a decade, and I've seen a lot of businesses come and go.
Cheers.
One thing that I was taught from the beginning is it's never about businesses.
Right.
It's more about you and your skill sets and, your marketing and what you're learning, what
Yes.
you're investing in,
Yes.
and things like that. That's what matters the most, is really you. This
Yes.
is why we're focusing on the training with you guys on branding now, because we want you to focus on a You Inc. business model, right? Learned it from Mike Dillard back in the day, which I taught you. And that is about your brand, your business. Your business is not Power Lead System. Your business is not Super Affiliate Network. Your business is not Legendary Marketer, 8-Figure Dream Lifestyle. I'm going to go on and on and on. Your network marketing business, right? Your, Jeunesse Global business, right? That is not your business. Melaleuca, that's not your business. CBD oil, it's not your business. I can go on and on.
Doesn't belong to you.
Your business is you.
Mm-hmm.
And once you really get that and you really learn that, this is how you can stick out in the marketplace above the rest.
Right here.
Okay?
All in its formality.
Okay?
Imperfect.
It's you.
It's you.
It's you. and you know what's great about you?
Yeah.
There's nobody like you.
Exactly. And I want to tell you something.
And that's why you're an asset.
And I want to tell you something also to add what Brian Tracy talked about. The reason why you are where you are is because you're not allowing yourself to change who you should be. And one of his quotes is, as you become a different person, you attract these people into your life. But you also have to change your well-being. You have to change the way you think.
Yeah.
And the way you do things in order to become that successful you.
No, this is a good point, because now think about this, what you just said right there, okay? As you become a different person, because you will become a different person as you go along your journey, you will attract different people in your life.
You will.
Okay? Now, what if, okay, let's take a step back before you even heard of, this whole marketing game and everything else like that, right? Before you learned this and learned about it, where were you? Where were you and what people were around you?
Right.
Okay? But the longer you stay in this world, okay, what other people are you attracting in your life right now? Because you're becoming a different person, you're attracting different people in your life to serve you well, right? Because you deserve it, okay?
Exactly.
Now, I always said this, and this is from Jim Rome, and Brian Tracy says similar words what Jim Rome talks about, but they just kind of twist up the words a little bit. Always working hard to become a better person. That's like working hard on yourself when you're doing a job.
Correct.
Okay?
Yes.
So,
it's just his version of saying it.
Yeah, I'm working always, hard to become a better person. And this is so true, guys. We talk about like learning skill sets and mastering skill sets and being better at what you do, but understand what you're doing. I don't know if you realize this, but you're building you. And I know it's a little bit kind of confusing to really kind of hear that, but the more that you learn the skill sets, the more you apply the skill sets, the more that you do these things, you are learning more about you, but you are becoming that person. Okay? See, Brian Tracy said it's about like a 5 to 7 year mastery road to, master results and things like that.
It takes a while. Yeah, it does take a while.
So, even if it took you like freaking 5 years, so what? Even if it took you 3 years, so what? The point is, you have a road. And that road, as you follow, the longer you stay with it, the more of that person you're going to become.
Yes.
Right? And I mean that person, a successful person.
Yes.
In all aspects. Okay, not just one aspect, and more than one aspect. Okay? So, we all know success is not an accident. Okay? Like he said, success is not an accident. It's actually on purpose. When you do certain things, you attract success. That's how it works, And also he talks about don't let any experience hold you back. Now, what does he mean by that? We all have life experiences, okay? And what we do is we make excuses for those experiences. So, in other words, when things don't go our way, we make excuses not to continue on.
We start thinking back about how things were back then and then think they're going to happen again.
Right, because those are experiences that you've gone through that, are basically will hold you back. Like, if I think about, like, what I did before I did this,
don't let it.
If I lean back on that, I'm like, oh, well, that was just easy. I'm making excuses for myself.
Yes.
I'm justifying my actions even though I know my decisions are not right.
Exactly.
See, you ever heard that when you're successful, it depends on the decisions that you make? That's a big decision. Okay? So don't let, past experiences and certain experiences hold you back from new experiences. Okay? And also, when you dream, guys, I want you to dream big. Dream big. Brian Tracy always talked about this. Don't just dream. Dream big. Okay, I always say shoot for the universe, for the stars, man. You land on the moon, you still went pretty far, right? I always believed in that. Always, even when I was a musician playing on stage and playing in front of a crowd and enjoying myself and everything. You know what I mean? I still think about that still to this day.
As a matter of fact, today I posted a new post, right? A quality post, actually, to be quite exact. And it says, think about why you started. And exactly what it goes and ties into about dreaming big dreams.
Yeah.
There were people in the comments literally posting their whys. And I told them, if they wrote a reply and it was vague, I want them to dig deeper. You have to not be afraid to dream bigger than the dream itself. The dream must scare you. If the dream does not scare you, then it's not big enough.
Oh, absolutely not. It's not big enough at all.
Yes. So don't be afraid to dream big.
And here's one thing about successful people, and this is really true. We do what we love. We do what we love. If you don't love what you do, then why are you doing it, right? Like, I love getting up every day and doing this. Like, I just love it. Yeah, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I just really love what I do. You know, the fact that I can learn these great skill sets, I find it like challenging, but I also find it very thrilling. And I get very excited, like every day that we're learning something new, we're discovering new things, and we're learning to get new results. That's really the game.
But you want to know why we love what we do? And I'll tell you guys, because we make it fun.
Yeah.
And if we didn't make it fun, if we didn't put our own spin on it, it would be boring. It would be mundane.
Ain't that the truth?
But if we figured out how to make it attractive, make it fun and worthwhile and living through it, then it becomes like second nature. It becomes like brushing your teeth or taking a shower. It's a natural way of building a business. I don't want to do anything fun, and definitely don't want to join anything that is not fun, because then it's not worth joining. So you definitely want to join a community or a system or community program that has fun involved in it. If it's boring and mundane and tedious, then guess what? You are going to just sit there nodding off in the learning process.
Oh my
and
God.
You're not going to soak in the knowledge.
Yeah.
You're not. But the way we do it is like I say in our slogan, nobody teaches digital marketing like Ace and Rich. That's our slogan.
Yeah.
Nobody teaches it because we put fun involved into it. But that's how we do it, and that's the reason why we are dedicated, committed, and determined to bring to you a piece of our lives and a piece of our success each and every day here on the live stream.
So what do we call this world, guys? I mean, people call it internet marketing, digital marketing, network marketing, this marketing, that marketing, affiliate marketing. Like, what is it really, though? I mean, you have all these terms, all these different names, but I'm going to sum it up in one, I don't know, like pretty much a couple of words, right? This is nothing more but free enterprise. That's what it is.
I have a different variation.
But my coach, Jeffrey Combs, taught me about this. When you decide to become an entrepreneur, and you become part of this world, you are venturing in free enterprise. And what that means is you're taking full control of learning how to create your own economy. All right, take a step back, and that's a big pill to swallow, right? You're creating your own economy.
But I have a different variation to that. Yeah. Even though it is free enterprise, the bottom line, the whole sense of all of this industry, it's a people business.
Well, it's always any free enterprise.
Right.
It's all about
people. Do business with people, not companies and not products.
Exactly. And you know what? The big corporations and the big companies now are learning from what's going on with our market. And what they're doing is they're trying to build relationships now.
Yeah, I know.
And now they're hiring YouTube.
Kind of late, aren't they?
Yeah,
a little wet behind the ears.
Yeah, a little wet behind the ears on that one. But that's how they grew up before the internet came about.
But you guys should pat yourselves on the back. You're well ahead of the game on all those guys.
You
know more than some Fortune 500 companies know, because they're just now trying to figure this part out, the relationship factor.
Playing field is level, guys.
Yes.
Okay?
Exactly.
And here's the key, guys. Develop a clear sense of direction. Right? We help you guys with direction, right? We give you ideas and different things, right? But having a clear sense of direction of what you're doing, on a daily basis, it's going to really get you closer and closer to your first goal, closer and closer to your second goal, closer and closer to your third, fourth, fifth goal, right? And then before you know it, you look back like, whoa, look at where I'm at in the mountain. I'm over at the middle of the mountain now, right?
Yeah.
So this is how it works, guys. When you have a clear sense of direction, you know where you're going, you know what you're doing, and this is how you keep growing in your business. Okay?
Yes.
You want to do the next one?
Yeah. Refuse to consider the possibility of failure, which equals a plateau. Listen, I'm not going to sugarcoat this, guys. Coach Ace is going to tell you straight up, you will hit a plateau. Everything, it's the law of gravity. What goes up must come down, right? So when it comes to hitting a plateau, that's not an opportunity. That's not a reason for quitting. That's a reason for an opportunity. Because what goes up must come down, and therefore, if you hit a plateau, then obviously you have to look at what things are happening and failing in your business, and learn from them as mistakes, learned lessons. Take them as lessons learned, and move forward so you can come back up.
Now, let me now elaborate on this for a second, because what's a plateau? A plateau, of course, is when you pretty much reach a certain point, and you just you seem like you can't really climb up anymore. You're like, what the hell? I got to this point now, and I can't just break free. It's like a ceiling right there. You're like, trying to power through that ceiling, and you just can't get through. It's just like a freaking steel barrier, seems like, right? But when you break through it, you go to another level. Now, every time you hit a plateau, the more plateaus you hit, notice that each plateau, when you come back down, you're never back at the first plateau. You ever notice that?
Yes.
You're never at the first. You're never at the first plateau. Like you go up, right, and then you got to break through that plateau because you feel like you just can't move anymore. When you break free, and then you have another problem, you drop back down a little bit, but you drop down to that next plateau. And then the more plateaus you got, you drop back down, but you never ever drop all the way back down. You always keep going back up. So over time, this is what success is all about.
Right.
So over time, plateau, right? Plateau. So I don't know if you can see my camera, but if I go plateau. Over time, you're climbing up the stairs, but you don't realize it. You don't see it because people look at like a plateau like failure, like, oh my God, it's not working.
Black and white.
But the longer you stay in, you realize like, well, wait a minute. I didn't know how to generate leads before. I didn't know how to talk to my email list. Those were plateaus before. Guys, you got over those plateaus. Okay?
Yeah.
So how far do you want to go is up to you.
Exactly.
The more that you learn, the more you grow. Right?
Mm-hmm.
You're always going to hit a plateau, but the more you stay in the game, the more you keep moving, the more you never stop and you never quit, and you're hungry and you have a desire to never quit, you're going to get so many plateaus that you'll never remember what other plateaus you had in your past. They're gone.
All right, let's keep it moving. So we got the next one is dedicate yourself to lifelong learning. Now this is a big one because one of the hardest things for all of us to do is to dive into learning. We all did it when we were in school, and we thought that it was over. We thought right? We thought, oh, I'm done with high school. I don't have to learn anything, not even pick up a book. And then I remember riding the public school bus system and, having to take the city bus to go from the city bus stop to my job when I didn't have a car and I didn't have a license. And I was in my 20s and I was trying to, get to work. And I remember how bad it was. And I sat in that bus, and little did I know what this meaning was. There were these grown women next to me, men and women with literature in their hands, reading magazines, reading books on the industry, okay? Little did I know what was happening right before my eyes. A sign was letting me know that no matter how old you get, you will always must remain a student. And you must learn. You must continue and invest into learning, reading books, going to workshops and seminars, and investing into your intellectual capital. It is so important to dedicate a lifelong learning process.
Now, here's the thing about lifelong learning, okay? When it comes to lifelong learning, what happens is if you choose not to learn on purpose, you're going to learn by accident. Let me elaborate. All the things that are going on around you in your experience, anything with influence, TV, anything, you're being, all this stuff is coming into your brain. So by accident, you're learning all these things, and it's programming you how to think, how to speak, how to feel, how to want something, right? All these different things. But when you decide to learn on purpose, that's another ball game. Now you got a direction. Now you have a vision. Now you know where you're going. Because you're purposely disrupting that pattern, and you're saying, I want to learn on purpose. I want to learn these skill sets on purpose. I don't want to learn bullshit, okay? I don't want to learn all that BS because that's by accident. So if you don't choose to learn on purpose, you're going to learn regardless, but those things are going to learn you aren't going to serve you well. Okay? Mm-hmm. So let's see here. Excuse me. And the next one is develop a workaholic mentality.
There's a fine line with this. But Let me just say.
Yeah, but you know what though?
With being a
No.
workaholic.
Listen, before
okay?
stop. Before you go into that, because I know what you're thinking. Here's the deal. Develop a workaholic mentality. Why did Brian Tracy say that? Because if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. I'm sorry, I had to do it.
I just want to make it clear to other people when they think about workaholic mentality, don't confuse the notion that it's like Gary Vaynerchuk workaholic. That's what I'm saying, because a lot of people think I gotta be like Gary V.
No,
like
that's his.
That's what works for him. What may work for one may not work for the other.
That's true.
And not everybody can adapt to that hustle mentality.
Yes.
That's what works for him. For you to develop the workaholic mentality, really focus driven.
Yes.
Focus driven
Absolutely.
working.
I agree.
Literally task blocked, time dedicated to that particular activity, nothing else distracting you. That's your work mentality. You should not have anything distracting you. And we as humans get distracted all the time.
Whether you want to or not.
But the workaholic mentality is also accountable to yourself why you do what you do. Because you know the end in mind. You know the end result. You know that if you keep working this business of yours, you know what will happen. And that's when you got to keep the end in mind. That's what creates the workaholic mentality.
Yes. Now, last but not least, it's the last one, guys. Become unshakable optimistic. There is no room for pessimism when it comes to being an entrepreneur. Let me repeat that one because that's the final one and that's the big one. Okay? Become an unshakable optimistic. There is no room for pessimism to be an entrepreneur. Because the more you are pessimistic, the more you are literally destroying your future right before your eyes.
Yeah. No matter what culture, creed, religion, belief, background, country, nationality you came from.
No matter.
You must understand and take this to heart. You cannot operate your business with pessimism. Pessimism in your mentality, because what happens is everything that will happen as an opportunity, you will look in the opposite direction.
Absolutely.
And you will consider it to be a failure. You will try to compare yourself to others, and you will believe that you are not worthy enough for success.
So let's say that you're having a bad week. Remember we talked about, like, you know, if you are having a bad week or a bad day, but we're going to talk about a bad week. This is not going real good for 1 week, you know. How much can you stay optimistic till it changes? See, we talk about plateaus, right? To get over in a plateau, you have to remain optimistic until you break that ceiling.
Yes.
And if you don't, that ceiling above you to get to the next level is going to get heavier and heavier and heavier. The secret, my friend, is to remain optimistic. No matter how bad it seems, when the cards are not in your favor, how strong can you stay to break through that next ceiling? Okay? So guys, it's time for some Q&A. Was that awesome?
Let's do it.
I love it.
Yeah, it was great.
I love Personal Development Day. Okay, look at this. We got a lot more people on here.
Awesome.
Jose H.
Yeah.
Cantu, is that how you pronounce the last name?
So go ahead and post your questions.
What's up, buddy?
The letter Q in the chat.
Adri.
And then go ahead and ask your question.
Terry Kearns, what's happening? Rich Forey.
New people.
And Zoomer.
Hi,
what's
yes.
up?
Welcome.
I'm not going to try to pronounce the last name. I said Zoomer.
Just say Han.
Han, what's happening?
We can't pronounce your name, Han, but we'll say Han.
What's happening, Han?
Tracy Lee says, absolutely. Christine says, lunch hour at work. Ace and Rich. Okay, awesome. Appreciate you taking the time and actually scheduling to be here. We love that.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Appreciate you. Let's see. Juan Torres, Mandy, Norma Jean, Jose. All right. Angie Sills. Hello, my friend. How are you?
Oh, my God. I haven't seen Angie in a long time.
Hola.
How you doing, Angie? Yes, Angie. We're still doing it.
Okay, so go ahead and post your questions about what we talked about here today. If there's something that you're unclear about, something you want to ask us related to the topic, please feel free to go ahead and ask.
We'll take 5 minutes for you guys.
Yeah, for sure. And also you guys on YouTube as well.
Yeah, forget about our YouTube peeps. Yeah. All right.
You get the clock?
Yeah, did Facebook change something again? Because I can see the, like...
No, it's fine.
No, the words are wider. Did you notice that? Before it would cut off their name, now they give you the full name.
Ooh.
I just noticed that.
That is different.
Yeah.
Facebook's always
I'm
changing
very
stuff.
observant.
I'm telling you, they
Look
always
at that.
change stuff. All right.
I like that change, though.
Yes.
It's very clear.
Spencer Bell says, great quote, creating your own economy. It's so true. You know, you can create your own economy. You really can. We're in a digital economy. How do you think that was created?
That's insane.
Right?
Yeah.
Everything
And
is
this
tech.
is just the beginning.
Yes.
Oh my God.
It'd be interesting what's going to happen 20 years from now. Where will
I
we be?
know.
Where will we be?
You know, it was funny. I was talking
The future
about something
of
the
the
other
future
day.
of the future of the future.
Remember I was talking about something a few weeks back or maybe a month back. I can't remember
Yes.
the exact time frame, but
Mm-hmm.
I was talking about that you're going to be able to soon have virtual worlds to communicate with friends and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
It exists right now.
Mm-hmm.
We went to Best Buy and we saw the what was it? The Oculus, Oculus Go.
Yeah.
And all you need is the Go. That's it. No crazy thing to like calibrate it. It's like
That's so wild.
it's on the go. You just pop it in,
Freaking
man,
awesome.
and you just start going to town
Yeah.
and have meetings with people.
We're like, want to go to the Grand Canyon? We can just go.
That's just crazy.
Virtual reality and have a meeting right on top of the Grand Canyon.
That is ridiculous.
That's freaking awesome.
Blows my mind. Blows my mind. So, yeah, the future looks so bright.
Yeah. All right. So, any questions?
I don't think so.
Check the YouTube.
No, I think we gave them a lot.
Ooh.
Yeah. Mom's a word. All right. All right, guys. Well, since I don't see any questions at all, I'm glad that you guys came by to join us.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate you. Don't forget, guys, to comment, like, and subscribe on our YouTube channel. And leave a comment if you think of a question afterwards. Not only that, but don't forget the notification bell so you don't miss a beat. Not only that, but if you've been figuring out, like, how can I build my business online effectively and know exactly what to do step by step, click on that link below and you can see the #1 recommended program that we use to build a business on the internet. Okay? And guys, over here on Facebook, we love you and appreciate you. And thank you so much for stopping by, and we'll see you on a new live very soon. Bye now.
Take care, everybody. Thank you for coming.